Do you two, like, obviously this film is like very heavily about sex, which I had no idea about from watching the trailer.
Neither.
Do you think that it portrays a woman who has autonomy over her body or over her sexuality?
The big cues.
Yeah, I was like, or what did you just feel? Did you think much about the sex?
I thought a lot about the sex.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
I was
right
thinking
there.
for days. Yeah.
I don't know. When we first start seeing, so that's when it goes into colour, right? When she first has sex.
Oh, I hadn't noticed. I thought it was just when she gets to Lisbon.
Oh God, I actually, yeah, that's like a very different time. You know what? Don't know.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it's when she first has sex.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Her world is now in colour.
When she goes away. So we're both right. They go away, and then that's when she has sex for the first time, I think, in that room with the 4-poster bed.
Right. Yeah, she hasn't had sex before that point, but she's touched herself at the table.
Before that.
With an apple, though.
With herself.
With an apple, by the way.
With an apple.
Yeah.
Yes. Interesting.
I don't.
Interesting apparatus.
Apparatus. I'm pretty sure that's when it goes into colour, but I might be wrong.
When she's at the table?
No, when she has sex.
No, I think when she was at her own house, there was some colour. When she was at Willem Dafoe's house. Actual Willem Dafoe.
Well, anyway, I found it quite jarring to start that she's playing this childlike character and it's very sexualized.
Yeah.
When all we've seen of her is her being very infantile. But obviously there is a reason behind that with how she progresses through the film, and that it's the fact that she's becoming a woman or whatever. But yeah, I wasn't expecting it, but I loved it by the end, but I didn't like it initially.
Yeah. It's a really strong point that, like, it's a babe. It's like a bit fucked up. It's a baby's brain in a woman's body, and then I mean, I'm presuming that we're like, okay, the brain just like developed really quick, but it is in a way like it's a bit weird.
This, you're putting Emma Stone in that position, but she is infantilized, and it's just the hands that something like this can get into. But however, if we could live in a world where you could make something like this, because it's like, it is a really interesting take on like this young woman, baby lady.
Yeah.
But it's such a, I mean, that's the sort of thing that Yorgos Lanthimos is like really good at doing. And I think that he like really towed the line and like did it in a good way, I think. But yeah, it's like really fucking risky, and it's like such a hard conversation to have. And it's like, at what point are we censoring too much, and at what point are we creating things that's like in the wrong hands is really dangerous, and like, you know, like it's just the kind of fucked up world we live in, where it's like very hard to make something that's super risque without it becoming, yeah, just like really problematic.
Yeah. I just wonder if it was a conversation that, let's say, they made it with Film 4 and Searchlight, who I think are like, they make incredible films and they're obviously very careful about the things that they do. Film 4 literally just made How to Have Sex. Like they're very like progressive. Mm-hmm. But I just hope that was a conversation that was had, and I wonder what was said.
Yeah, to be a fly on the wall.
The thing that because I found it jarring, because I think just a few scenes before, when Mark Ruffalo's character is speaking to her in the wardrobe, and she's like in her child bedroom, and it's being predatory to take her away. She's still very childlike when she's in that cupboard in her child's bedroom. They've hidden away in her cupboard. He's taken away from her carer. And then it wasn't that long after that they were having this rampant sex. And it was like, this is about her becoming a woman and having her autonomy over her body to like explore sexuality. But it felt predatory the way that she was taken away from the house because she didn't understand it. So it like dances that line of like, she's exploring herself and he's I think both of those things are true. Mm-hmm. I don't think he's not predatory, and I don't think she's not got autonomy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I suppose as it progresses, like then she does fully have autonomy.
Yeah, I think to answer your question, I think yes.
Yeah.
But
By the end.
By the end.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
By the end.
she has autonomy over her whole life by the end, really.
Well, kind of the whole way through. I think he just believes he has power over her.
That's true.
But he's
all of
the
the
one.
men think that they have
they
power
all
over her,
think-
but maybe none of them ever do.
Exactly. I don't think that she ever is not in control.
That's true.
Throughout the whole film, I think people just are projecting onto her what they think she means and that she's theirs. But I think at every point, even when she's like decides to go, she's like, I'm gonna fuck this guy in Lisbon. See ya. And she does.
Yeah.
And then he's all like, I've got her forever. But he doesn't. It's just his warped view of her. Hey, I'm liking this film more and more and more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.